Hey guys, Stars and Stripes RC with the FMS 80mm Futura. This is an after the maiden flight video. Did the maiden flight yesterday, and it's a very nice flying EDF. It has really good speed to it, a good sound to it. Just flies on rails actually, and is actually a floater for the small wingspan that it is. But at any rate, I went to fly it, and had my elevator rates a little too low on the maiden flight, so it wouldn't rotate. And then it veered off into the grass, and I don't know if you can see, it actually went off into the grass and cartwheeled, and you can't tell at all. I mean, it's a tough bird. The only thing it did, as you can see up here, is it broke the nose off just a little bit. So I got my shoe goo out, glued that back on, waited about 20 minutes, and then did the maiden flight over again, and it was fine. So the elevator rate that I had on the rate I had on my elevator was at 55% DR, so I upped it to 65. And I just flew it at 65% on the elevator, and it rotated fine. Once I got it up, it needed very minimal trim to get flying straight. And part of the reason for that is always, you do your control surfaces mechanically on the ground before you fly it, obviously. So, but what I'm flying in mine is a CNHL 6L 4000, where you can see it placed right at the edge of the foam on the board. And I took the advice of a YouTube channel subscriber of mine and put a little bit of weight up on the nose, because it did want to CG a little tail heavy, and that worked out great. So just some tips for you. I'm running in mine a Spectrum AR 6610T receiver. It's the dual antenna, and I got one running straight back. I've got one running up here, and I always like to take a pin and poke a little hole and run one of the antennas out the side. That's just how I roll when I do my EDFs. And something else that I did that is very inexpensive, I did find the little machine bolts and nylon nuts and washers. They're 1mm by about 3mm, and took those little screws out holding the ball links on, and replaced them with these for security. Now all I had to do was drill out the hole in the control horn. The bolt actually fit through the ball link without any modification, so that was really good. I have done those before, where I had to drill the ball link, and it's a little more of a pain, but it can be done. And again, for security, for peace of mind that those little bitty screws aren't going to work loose out on you, which I've seen happen, that's the way to go. I wanted to note, recently was sponsored some lipos by China Hobby Line, as you can see there. So they sent me a couple of each, the 5200 milliamp 9DC Racing Series 6L 5200. I've got a 4-cell 65C 4000, two of those, and 2 of the 4-cell 2270Cs. These are the 40C 6-cell 4000s, and I got to tell you, I'm really impressed with the performance. The performance with the 4000 in this is awesome. The 5200 I tried out in my ME 262 twin 70mm yesterday, and it performed outstanding. So I want to thank China Hobby Line for sponsoring me some lipos, and hopefully I got an email from Laperier that they'll be sponsoring me some of their new batteries, Laperier, soon. So I'm really excited to try those out. They advertise them to be lighter and in a lower internal resistance and that kind of thing. So I'm excited that they contacted me, and I hope to get some batteries from them real soon too. And I'll start keeping a log. I'll start keeping numbers and comparisons on the two brands soon. So there you have it, the after Maiden review of FMS's 80mm Futura. Look for my discount codes in the other section on my videos. Also look for their new 64mm Futura. I would hope to get one of those soon so I can review that as well. Thanks for watching.